Breaking news, Atiku in a serious trouble. PDP governors orders dumps him over choice of deputy. May work for Tinubu and Peter Obi. Now here's the real problem. The choices we make. Atiku Abubakar was warned not to pick the governor of Delta State, Okowa. And the choice or what happened was when PDP had their meeting, the person that was preferred when the committee came together to pick his running mate was the governor of Rivers State. 17 members were in that very, committee. 14 chose Atiku. I chose Wike to be Atiku's running mate. Atiku abandoned everyone, damned the consequences, went ahead and picked the governor of Delta State. Since then, things has not remained the same. As we speak, things are really falling apart, and many of the persons in the party are preferring to go with the choice of either Tinubu or Peter Obi. Now, this is what happened when people make choice, and it's called bad choices. PDP governors gave Atiku an opportunity to rectify his fault, saying we will only support you on account that you correct the wrong. Make Wike your running mate. You have until the 15th of July. However, Atiku has refused to budge. Let's get all the details. PDP governors orders dump Atiku over choice of deputy may work for Tinubu and Peter Obi. There are strong indications that some top members of the People Democratic Party, PDP, may work against the party presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar in the 2023 elections coming. Voice reports that these fellows have the outcome of the People Democratic Party primaries in May, which produced Atiku as the standard flag bearer. Prior to the May 28 primaries elections of the People Democratic Party, it was believed to be a three-horse race between Atiku Abubakar, Aminu Tebowa, and Nyesom Wike. However, on the 9th of the election, the governor of Sokoto State, Aminu Tebowa, stepped down for Atiku. This paved the way for the victory Atiku celebrated after the election. This, many believe, was against the zoning arrangement that party powers should back the southern part of Nigeria to produce the next presidential candidate in all political parties. The development annoyed many stakeholders of the People Democratic Party who faulted Tebowa for aligning with Atiku, thereby betraying the governor of Rivers State, his counterpart Wike, who stood with him in the 2019 election of the party's primary. Following Atiku emergence, many party leaders had hoped that the Adamawa-born pick Wike as his running mate. Many of them believe that Wike has paid his dues in the party and deserves to be rewarded. They claim Wike was financing the party when many people left in 2015 general election. Wike was the pillar of the party. However, Atiku shunned the popular view and settled for the governor of Delta State, Ifeanyi Okowa, as his running mate. His decision angered not a few members of the party who have come out publicly criticizing Atiku's choice of deputy. First to throw the sling was former governor of Ekiti State, Ayo Fayose. Fayose had in a tweet faulted the emergence of Atiku, insisting power should shift to the south. His outburst made many political observers conclude that he might be working with his kinsman, Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, who is the APC presidential flag bearer. In a tweet, Fayose said it was the turn of the South region to produce Nigeria's next president. The People Democratic Party constitution provides for the rotational presidency. Section 3, subsection C, provided that the party should pursue its aim and objective by adhering to the policies of the rotation of zoning of the party by public selection of office holders in the principles of equality, fairness, and justice, he wrote. Similarly, the governor of Benue State, Samuel Utom, during an interview with Arise TV, said Atiku's choice of deputy was not the collective decision of the party's leaders. Utom said 17 stakeholders who met over this matter, 14 were of the opinion that Wike should become the vice presidential candidate, but Atiku instead picked Okowa against their wish, and a development that has caused rancor in the party started. As we speak, there are a lot of issues currently ongoing, and this is causing a lot of friction in the party. It says, I am in hibernation. I am praying. Let me go and seek spiritual help. The Bible says, as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God. So let me ask God if I should support Atiku, because I've not gotten the go-ahead as at this moment. However, in becoming closer to the day that Atiku is fast losing his supporters of the big weak party, in the analysis, many looks at it and said, these people may work against Atiku, the flag bearer of his party. The governor of Abia State, the governor of Oyo State, and others are standing against Atiku. So this is what we call a case of things fall apart. Yes, things are falling apart and rights come crashing as a result of one decision. You see, the party is going through a lot at the moment. Atiku Abubakar, who happens to emerge as a result of the Sokoto state governor betraying the very man who stood with him, just a few years down the line. It was this same Atiku who stood with, the governor of Sokoto state that even angered the man, Atiku, saying he prefers, Aminu Tabuwa to be, presidential candidate of APC rather than himself. But when it was time for him to give a good turn to the very man who stood with him against all odds, what did he do? He threw him right under the bus and, turned the blind eyes as if nothing ever happened. Now, this is what we call the case of strict betrayal. You see, and many party members, others, are not really happy with the decisions Atiku has made. And right now you can see that Atiku is living with the consequences of the decision he made. And we can see that political parties, the party is really falling apart, and people are considering probably Wike or Tinubu as they are Southern candidates. Why others fail to pay heed to this very, opinion, at least APC, LP, which is Peter Obi party, decided to go by, picking a Southern candidate, and this is not giving them the larger and the upper hand advantage. You see, so when you look at it very closely, there are a lot of things going on already in the party. Atiku, if he's not careful and reconcile, aggrieved members may lose from his very own house. The worst kind of destruction is when it starts from within. Okay, before it gets outside, it's already totally, completely damaged from within, and there is no remedy. And that's why caution must be adhered to. It's not an option, it's a must. You see, Wike loyalists, they've seen him, that is, he has been a man through thick and thin who has stood for the party, and it would be very unfair to betray or to make him feel like he's not part of the pack, not even at a time when most of them left. He was just the one remaining who made the party the opposition party that they are all, flaunting with today. So there are real issues all around, this whole things going on, and the best time to begin to make amends and ensure that things are done decently and in order is now. Leave us a comment. God bless. Bye for now.